You can feel the pace is picked up, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's so much
Pace is
fun.
picking up. Yeah.
So much fun, exciting, all the above.
We are live.
Eliminate, eliminate, eliminate.
We are live. This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories, here today with the one, the only, the real authentic King Smarty slash Sananda Galactic. Hey King, how are you?
What's up? I'm fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. Busy today. Everything's picking up the pace.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun stuff happening, ain't it?
Yep, yep, yeah. So let's see if we can see the comments today. That's crucial to answering the questions that people bring forward. Oh, let's see. And sometimes they won't let me into my own account. So looks like I can see them. Yay. Okay.
After that, let's rock and roll.
So, okay, you've put out so many things in the past couple of days, and it's all interrelated. So let's talk about the boycott first, if possible. Like, again, for those that are confused, can you let them know specifically when the dates are, what they should and should not do?
Well, um, everybody has different dates as far as different groups.
Yep.
Everybody's calling for national this and national that. So we do know that there's different groups that have different dates. Um, I came up with March 1st, which is also the first of the year in our calendar, and other people came up with March 7th. Since then, there was May 8th and April this and April that. So what we're going to do is only focus on the 1st and the 7th. So that's a whole week of not buying nothing.
Right.
Um, and if we do buy something, just make sure it's something that benefits real, real, real people that aren't a part of the cabal. You know what I mean? Like let's say you really really need to go get some eggs from the local farmer. Go ahead and do that because you're not boycotting. You're not We're not boycotting the farms and the people that are legitimate. We're boycotting the fucking government and the I don't even know what to call them right now because they're not even government. They're just fake entities that are portraying to be what the fuck they are.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know that it's been fucking compromised, right? So we're boycotting everything dark, everything that the money goes to nefarious shit. That's what we're boycotting. Because I know people had questions about that. I even had my own questions about it. Like, well, what if we run out of honey? Which we won't. Like we won't, because when I get things, I get it in bulk, right? So what if somebody needs some honey and the local farmer has some money? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go get the local stuff. Support all the local people, mom and pop shops and all that. We're going to boycott the bigger folks that are using the money to, you know, suppress humanity, and do what they're doing to the children, etc. You know who they are. You know who not to fund. And at the same time, we don't really want to do anything that moves money around because we also know that the banks are involved in it all. So that's one of the reasons why we have to do, that we have to reinforce and enforce a, instant transactions to everybody's account instead of having to wait a few days so that the bank can take your money and do what it do, do what they do. So we're going to boycott from March 1st through the 7th. Today, in fact, today I'm going to start. We're going to just buy a bunch of stuff to hold us off for the whole week.
Yeah.
I'm even getting a deep freezer too. Just
Well, so there's a little planning ahead, but I guess what might say is any of the big box stores. We
Right.
know the stores that are so big, here in the US at least, they're all involved with nefarious activities, right? And even unfortunately Amazon that has like pretty much everything, all of those guys are nefarious. We don't want to support them.
That's
So
right.
we're showing that with our money right now. And that's going to show them, if we all do it at the same time, that money is like we have power.
Right. So that's what's going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
And what I mean by eventually is because there's so many different groups that want to do this. It's not just
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
However, we're the ones with the power to enforce it because of the training that I've trained y'all and how we move energy to manifest reality.
Right.
That being said, it will be a there will be a national do not do shit day. Um, we just don't know that date. And so totally up to daddy.
Hmm.
And all of the other dates that's being thrown out, those are just 1 day type things or 2 or 3 days. We'll be participating in that too, just because there's it's the movement. It's the thing to do right now.
Right.
Boycott the entire fucking system. Let it crash.
Yep.
Let all their fake shit go away. Let all their fake shit fall. Um, like Pam Bundy said, if we arrest everybody on the Jeffrey Epstein link, the system will crash. Well, that's what needs to happen then. And that's also what Nasara deals with. And everything about Nasara is just that. Get rid of all of their fiat shit, which is Bitcoin and Federal Reserve. Reinforce a gold-backed currency, global currency, whatever you want to call it, and bring all the troops home to defend the people and get them ready for space exploration. So a lot of this stuff is literally happening as we speak, and you're literally seeing theater. Although there are, the cabal members are going at each other, which is cool because that's what we enforce. We enforce them going at each other. And there's other things happening behind the scenes and in public that show just that. So whatever they got planned, we already know it doesn't work. It doesn't work no more. Like we nipped it in the bud a long time ago. So that's why I can sit here with a smile on my face and not worried about Tel Aviv and all that getting demolished because they chose that. So now we're going to hurt their pockets so that they can't even fund those missiles and all the shit that they've been doing, right? And then if you have a mass exodus of their corrupt court system and their corrupt banking system, when we have that and totally happen across the board at the same time, they don't have no money. They don't have no power. They don't have no power anyway, but you understand what I'm saying.
It makes it happen faster in the outside world.
Right, right, right,
Yeah.
right. And some of these things do need for people to do some type of paperwork. Okay, so either way it goes, you all have to not figure out, but you all have to get your trust in order, create family trusts, create all these different things that gets you out of their system. You also know how to, you know, I'm struggling with this part myself. You also know how to talk the way they do, and being that their system is fraudulent and it's done by deceiving people and making people believe that they are the authorities when they're really not. People shouldn't have to learn their system. Their system should literally just be fucking turned off. Period. You don't need to learn all these statutes and all these codes that don't mean shit to ordinary God fearing people. Like we're all sovereign. We don't need a fucking paperwork to prove that. However, in the stir the in the current state of affairs, people are doing that. And at the end of the day, we are doing it so that others don't have to do it no more. We're all born sovereign. This is a planet that our Father created. This is a planet that we were we inherited, right? So what they've done to us, they literally bamboozled us into thinking that, we have to follow their rules because they're the ones that do this and they're the ones that do that. And the only way they got to this point is because a bunch of fucking soldiers followed orders, right? Like you have them right now with the Satanists, because that's what they are at the end of the day. We all know they're coming from a particular state, if you would. All of these individuals are following orders, and they believe that they have some type of power when they do what they do. And in some cases that they do because that's how the dark forces make you feel. Like you're powerful, like you're indestructible, like you're going to, live forever and do all this stupid shit. Well, that's not the case. The only way you're going to live forever is by turning to God, turning to Daddy, doing what he wants you to do. So what happens when you have an entire army full of people that the consciousness is so high up there that they just stop doing shit. They just stop participating. And then they start, flushing clothes down the toilet where now the aircraft carriers can't go nowhere. Shit like that. So people not have to, but people are waking the fuck up. They're realizing that they've been going to a war. They've been going to war for entities that don't serve nothing but themselves. The 50 levels of consciousness that was just increased in the last 2 or 3 days is something else. Like there's so much shit that happened since then, and it's like, whoa, right? With that being said, now you see the entire shit for what it is. You see the enemies for what they are. Now it's time to hit the execution button and execute every single one of them. And that's just what's going to happen. They are going to be executed, whether it's the good guys, the so-called white hats, or it's me and my crew that you can't even see us yet until it's too late. So we have to get all these ducks in order, and then learn all the things that Daddy wants us to learn so that we can protect ourselves until we don't have to do that no more. Right? And I feel that even is around the corner, like literally around the corner. And I'm excited for that part. Like right now, I'm busting out the seams, like ready to just do all of these miracles and wonders that I know I'm going to be doing. I want to do that yesterday. And seeing that video with the baby being brought back to life after an hour, that's those type of things I know I can do. I've been doing it already. And, I'm sitting here still eliminating and exposing these pieces of shit. I want to do that type of stuff because that's fun. I love that shit. Getting people like all crying and shit because just did a miracle that they thought wasn't possible. They say Jesus heals. It's true, and that's what I want to do. So, enough of my shit. Let's get some Q&A.
No, it's very interesting, and we want you to do that too. We're all ready for that timing. All right, so here's my list. We talked about the boycott, March 1st through 7th. Now in Australia and some other countries, it's already the 1st, and we've talked about this multiple times. So please don't support, the cabal-based businesses. Try not to spend money in any area unless necessary. Okay. Now, next question. American banking rule that was passed, I believe it was last week, kind of in the middle of the night, pretty quietly. That goes into effect, I think, this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. And you've asked us to reverse that multiple times. That should be something of concern to everyone, like in the US especially. But like, we don't want that. We don't want not to be able to spend our own money
Right.
the way we want to, right?
Right. Well, that's another reason why the system's already done and over with.
Yeah.
And there's multiple areas and evidence of it all. You know, that's based off of a fiat Federal Reserve system, right? So what happens when we hit the button and delete all that shit that goes along with it? And you delete that by finally announcing the United States Treasury notes, or whatever other currencies that is on the books or hidden from us. Because we do know that there are banks in this country that just operate with silver and gold and stuff like that. And you don't need to have Federal Reserves to do it if you already are operating that way. There's plenty of Indian banks that operate with nothing but silver, right? Of course, you use your Federal Reserves to buy into it, but once you're in it, you get your debit card, you do all these cool things. That's literally what we're working on too.
Okay.
Once we establish Daddy Blue, you get your debit card, you get your crypto wallet reinstated, you get all these things happening, and then you don't have to worry about nothing else because now you have a cryptocurrency, a physical currency that you could literally bank on, and it will heal you at the same time, and it's trusted because it belongs to Daddy and I, mainly Daddy. So this is what we're walking into. This is what all of this shit is about. This is what they don't want. This is why my censorship is super heavy. But I'm still here. Okay? And when you go against me, you're going against your creator, and your creator always wins. I've been warning y'all. Y'all don't fucking listen. And I'm glad. Go ahead, next question.
Okay. So that we want to reinforce that goes away as fast as possible, and that
Done, 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 done.
done. Okay. Next question. Got to make sure it's complete. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. You had put several posts out this morning about money, like what's happening there, trusts, and credit unions. So I'm going to kind of just ask a bunch of questions. Okay, for the average citizen, and we're talking US, probably, although the same thing is probably applicable to other countries. If a person doesn't already have a trust, what should they do?
Well, if they don't have a trust, they should get one, or they should get get on apps that, as far as save to protect your funds, get on apps that you can hold your funds in where they can't do anything about it. And there are some out there. There's stuff like Wise, there's stuff like Revolut, there's stuff like Sendwave, and you can literally put your money into these apps and you can be protected that way. Now, as far as the trust stuff, the trust is to totally get you out of their system, meaning you won't have to pay nothing that they're enforcing on everybody else because they volunteered to. With the trust, you won't have to do any of that. That's why I've been posting all these videos lately of certain people that are talking about the natural laws. The problem is that they don't teach all this shit, natural laws. And since they know they don't teach this shit, and they know they have their own little police force that they pay, they are enforcing their policies on everybody. So in order for you all to protect yourselves from this stuff, you have to do paperwork. You have to get a trust. You have to put all your belongings under it. This way, they can't even do nothing about it. we posted that one. I posted a one video where the guy was talking about them trying to repossess his vehicle. After he got the vehicle, he put the vehicle under trust. No matter what he owed on it, they couldn't do nothing because now it's in a trust. You see what I'm saying? They can't break the laws. And these are all natural, man-made, not man-made, but these are all natural laws that were guided to be made, man-made, by daddy, though. That's why it's called natural law, common law. We're getting back to all that. And it's happening in a way where people don't have no options to do it right now. So that's where we're at with that. So I highly recommend you looking into getting trust, putting all your belongings in it. That way, you don't register none of your shit no more with the governments, with the fraudulent governments, the fake deceivers. People talk about the bullshit with land and maritime law and the land of the sea and this and that. That's all deceiving shit, man. They've been doing that, literally deceiving people. That's not how you operate. That's not how you have a free country. People think the United States is free. That don't sound like it's free to me. They want to come here because we're free. No, we're actually not. Actually, we are, but
we were taught that we are, but we haven't been, and we are publicly becoming free again. Yeah. Okay, we do have a question. All right. Is it okay to set up the trust after the RV happens? Like, let's say you don't have a lot of assets at this moment.
Why would you wait?
I think people have the perception it costs a lot of money to set up a trust.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true. There's $250 trusts. There's upwards to $5,000 trusts. If you do it yourself and learn it yourself, then you can just get it done. Okay. And there's people out there that will help you get it done. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and reinforce a group of individuals coming together and helping everybody establish all this stuff. And we can do that by simply commanding so. Done.
Done, done, done. I love that idea. In fact, I was thinking of it a minute ago. Somebody that is really knowledgeable that's willing to help.
Yeah, and the cool part about people that are knowledgeable and willing to help each other, they always have business because they're helping people. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm successful because I actually help people. Big difference than dog eat dog mentality and give me this and I'll give you that. I help people even before they're going to help me because I see what they're going to help me with in the future. And some don't even help me, but I don't care because it's the right fucking thing to do. This changes everything across the board. Everything. Service to each other, not service to self. Some people want to hustle and bustle because the money is good and having all these things is good and all that too. I understand that. However, if you help more people, you'll gain credibility. And that credibility is what makes sure your bills are paid until we don't have no more bills. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. And for some people, they like the finance piece and it comes naturally for them. And like they want to learn more. And a lot of people are like deer in the headlight. Like they don't want to do anything with finances or paperwork. So the people that like it could like make it step by step, break it down step by step. This you do step A, B, C, D, and go through it that way so everyone can be helped.
Right, and that's what needs to be done. That needs to be done on a massive scale.
Yeah.
And I know lawsuits can do that for everyone. you want these changes to happen, but you don't want to do paperwork. Now, what kind of sense does that make? Because if we can create lawsuits that literally force them to go away, why wouldn't you want to do that? And I keep saying that because I heard about the comment that if Smarty is who he says he is, why do we have to do paperwork? Because Daddy wants you to, and because paperwork needs to get done so that we can put everybody on notice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In fact, I just put the court system here on notice yesterday. Filed my new status, which is private. So things have to be done. Next, I'll be having my sovereign package, and then I'll be noticing all the sheriffs and everybody else because I'm sovereign. I've been saying that forever. We're all sovereign. The problem is these corporations here and their retarded policy enforcers are only going by what they're taught. And they think they can get away with just following orders and killing people like they've been doing. And now we're finding out that they've actually been part of the entire trafficking system the whole fucking time. So yeah, paperwork needs to be done. And when we expose everything that needs to be exposed, then I can do my part. Make it go away.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Rather than be passive in this case, like, just sit around wondering what to do, scratching your head, you need to take control of this and shape how you want it to be, right?
That
That's
is
what we're
correct.
trying to do. Yeah.
That is correct. That's not what we're trying to do. That's what we're doing.
What we're doing. Yeah.
Now, look, there's plenty of videos out there that actually prove what we're saying and what we're doing. Even if they do snatch you up and arrest you and do all these violations to you, you hit them with class action lawsuits. Because then those lawsuits are now being used in other cases. Somebody had to experience the shit that they had to experience to get to where we're at. So you gotta request oath of office, you gotta request surety bonds, you gotta request FOIA, and you gotta request their insurance, because none of them have license to even be on the bench. But you don't know that because you weren't taught that. I didn't even fucking know that, and I know a lot of shit. But I would rather work on the stuff that I love to do, which is heal, command, make hollows, do this and do that. I don't like dealing with this shit, but Daddy put me in the mix because it has to be addressed.
Right.
So that's why I'm in the mix. We got a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and we got a lot of people shitting their pants. We got a lot of people being arrested for child porn. We got a lot of people being set up for trying to meet with children. All of their shit is being exposed across the board. We got Iran getting ready to drop a bunch of more files that they've been gathering up. You got Russia getting ready to drop some more files. And you got us getting ready to drop some files. So when you look at it from outside, you're seeing the massive army that I talked about forming, and it's literally we the people. And if the governments and the militaries want to get behind us, they can. Just don't get in the way, because then you got to deal with the boss. And I hear he's got an itchy trigger finger.
I'm excited about that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm like so anxious, just like this is happening. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah. Okay. So check, get a trust, figure it out. And if there's some people that like to work with finance, please come forward to help the others. Right?
That's right.
Okay. Credit unions. You said this morning that we should be banking or whatever with credit unions. Now, I'm not sure about other countries at all. And you also said that we should know the people that work at the credit union. Can you
Yeah,
explain
because
that a little bit?
well, credit unions are a lot different than banks. We all, most of us know that, and it's better to bank with somebody that you actually know because you actually know them. It's easy for people that don't know you to hit a button on you and delete shit. It's not easy for people that actually know you because since they know you, you probably know where they live too. So yeah, it's you know they're planning on doing a lot of stuff with the banking system, the banking cartel. Dad's only going to allow what he allows, but it's always good to prepare for the worst, right? We're enforcing that none of it happens, none of the bullshit that they want happen, and a smooth transition to worldwide peace. And there's a lot of people that want that. There's a lot of people that are thinking that right now. There's a lot of people thinking about destroying Israel, and a lot of good people too. A lot of good people that don't want to get their hands dirty, but they feel like they don't have a choice. And in some cases, they will get their hands dirty. People that don't have a choice, they are going to get their hands dirty, right? And that's the people that took the oaths to protect the people. So we have to enforce that they do what their oaths mandate them to do. How's it go? The oath for foreign and domestic enemies, foreign and domestic.
Right, right.
That whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's about time that they do what the fuck they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I did read the Real Raw news article, and I was surprised to hear all of these military personnel saying that it was good to do what what take Iran and do this and do that, blah blah blah. We back Israel. Sounds like y'all need to be visited, huh? In fact, we're going to do that right now. Done, done.
Done, done, done. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What's next?
Okay. So finish with the credit unions. For those that are at least in the US, maybe in other countries, investigate your local credit unions, go there, and that will help protect your money during the transitory period. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
They have different laws.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about, sorry if I interrupted.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
All right. Let's talk about the wealth transfer in general. Like, how is that moving along?
Moving along great. Yeah, I mean, you're noticing now, if you're paying attention, like you're supposed to be paying attention, you're noticing now that if they would have released the funds, the Satanists would have taken it from you.
We know that now.
And they probably would have just sent their disguised ICE forces to come get you and kill you, huh? I'm not saying that was going to happen, but you see where I'm going with it?
Yeah.
So it's beneficial for all of this to be exposed so that when Daddy released the wealth to everybody, we don't have to worry about these type of groups. And in fact, we would use the laws to create and establish new groups of people with all of the advanced technology that we're getting ready to release to protect everybody. Wait, what did you say? You said what now? Oh yeah, we got laser weapons. We got it all. So,
Go, Daddy.
at the end of the day, They're falling right into daddy's trap. They fell into daddy's trap. It's over for them. Like it's over. Like over. Super over. It's over. They're
Okay.
done.
So it's really daddy's timing anyway. We saw you put out a post from the Michael Jackson group. I think it was like March 10th was the EBS and then all sorts of things. So I have several people asking, is the EBS going to actually happen? And I know we've gone back and forth on that before, but where are we now?
How do you get an EBS screen on this?
We can whip one up, but
Yeah, that's funny.
that's awesome. Yeah.
I ain't waiting for no EBS. I don't
Yeah.
care about no EBS.
Yeah.
Because, at this point, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're doing so much shit right now that I'm just like, you know what, Daddy? Can we go now? Can we go now? Can you put us online? Can we go now? Can we go now, please? Come on, Daddy. Come on, man.
Yep. Yep.
But at
Okay.
the end of the day, we are doing things. And keep in mind, everybody, what you're seeing and what you're witnessing, if it wasn't supposed to happen, it wouldn't have. So you all should all be at peace with that. If you haven't understood what I've been teaching y'all and what I've been showing y'all, then you need to go back to the drawing board. If it in fact happened and it's real, we were supposed to. That includes the genocide of the Palestinians. Shout out to them, right? Because they're the ones that will be bringing back first, I guess. Not just the Palestinians, but people loving people in general. So all of these things that are happening, if it wasn't meant to happen, it wouldn't have happened. With that being said, what are you worried about? There's literally nothing to worry about. And we keep commanding and reinforcing all of the good things that we want to see and experience by using the method and commanding the things that you want to see by literally feeling it, feeling the excitement of a beautiful, clean planet where none of this chaos is happening, where all the children are safe, right? Because that's how you manifest that shit. So, because of everything that happened, it's moving us to that point. Because if all of this shit didn't be exposed the way that it's being exposed right now, and we're not done, we wouldn't be at the point that we are already. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So focus on what you want. Stop asking stupid questions and know that that's what it's going to be. Do you want an EBS? Enforce it. Stop asking when. Enforce it. Do you want to be healed? Enforce it. Stop asking when. Enforce it. See yourself being healed. See yourself walking. See yourself thin if that's what you want. See all of these beautiful things. We have the abilities to heal ourselves. Yes, some of us may need tools to heal ourselves. And there's tools available. Dad created tools for people to use, right? There's so many things that people are focused on right now that they shouldn't be focused on. All of the shit that happens should have happened because it's moving us into a different realm to be able to eliminate all of these things, heal the people, and usher in the new reality that we're walking into. And since a lot of us can't die anyway, we got to make sure y'all understand this shit. So
You
that's where
you touched on a good point a few seconds ago. You said the real events. So we're seeing a lot of false flags out there. We're seeing a lot of news reports of stuff that's not true. right?
Right.
And it's generally, most of it is designed to bring your vibration down and deceive you and get you looking in the wrong way, right?
That part right there.
Yeah. So we need to really focus on the outcome. Like what's happening as we walk through the tunnel? What do we want on the other side?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So there's I get it. Some people are afraid of their own fucking shadows. I get that. But at the end of the day, when you know that dad got you and you know that this is all an experience to lead to where we're going, there's really nothing to worry
Right.
about.
Right.
And even if, um, so the best thing to do is get right with daddy, period.
Okay.
Because when you get right with daddy, then you'll see the bigger picture. And you realize that all things happen because it's moving us to where he wants us to be. It's allowing us to become what we are to become. I know for a fact that I am who he says I am, and I'm becoming that each day. And I'm helping everybody become what they're supposed to be, right? So it hasn't been easy for a lot of us. However, when it's all said and done, it'll be like it never happened. And that's what I work for. That's literally where I'm at. And having to wait for people to get to that point, it's a little frustrating. It can be at times. But think about this. In the last 24 hours, or should I say 72, a little bit more, the consciousness was just raised 50%, 50 levels, right? Look what happened between, what was it, Tuesday and today. All of this shit just came out. All of the stuff that you all witnessing just came out. That tells me that things are in fact moving in the right direction. It also tells me that everything we've been enforcing and commanding is literally coming out and is happening on a continuous basis, right? You're seeing how fraudulent the system is, how it's always been. You're seeing the warmongers want war. You're seeing cures that were always out come out. You're seeing all of these different things happening literally at once and at the same time.
Right.
And now you're seeing the fact that this is a planet where there's multiple species and multiple beings everywhere. And they are coming in and out of this realm. And they are reptilians harvesting the children. And they are different groups that, one group molests the children, the other group kills them, the other group drinks their blood. You're seeing that there's multiple different groups targeting us. And then you're seeing one person dealing with all of them in your fucking face. So yeah, and
Yep.
the best part about it all is it is bringing everybody back to daddy. They use my name a lot, my old name that they made up, by the way. They're using my name a lot. The stories are still what they are, and we are here and we are dealing with it. And at the end of the day, all of the different intel sources, intel providers that are real, even the fake, even not the fake ones, but even the cabal ones, have to admit it all. That I am who daddy says I am. And I can evaporate people, places, and things. I actually enjoy it because I know the outcome. It's a beautiful planet where you can literally eat off the floor, where the children can play without being fucking hunted down like some savage dogs, where we become full vegetarian because the consciousness is raised so fucking high that the little chickens will be like, why are you eating me? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a lot of things that we have to look forward to, and advanced technology is one of them. It's literally the main one. the crystalline chambers, the replicators, the portals, the teleportation devices, all of this advanced shit is literally is just around the fucking corner, literally. That's why they're fighting tooth and nail to not drop the alien files, to not drop the daddy factor files, to not drop all of these different things. And they'll create little stupid shit so that you get your mind focused on this instead of that. That shit don't even work no more. It does not work because the people that are so powerful to affect these changes don't feed that shit no more because we're too busy enforcing dad's will, putting the energy behind what dad wants us to put our energy behind. Okay, so that's me, B, you, the people around us, the Jedis, the crews. We're not focusing on their bullshit. We're focusing on Help Someone Today campaign. We're focusing on getting all this other shit done. We're focused on creating new products. We're focusing on establishing, worldwide peace and worldwide this and Company of Heaven campaigns, Help Someone Today everywhere. We're still working on all that. We're still working on the one that we have to do in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia. And we're having to deal with that. And we cannot do anything else until we complete that because it's kind of like a checkpoint type of deal.
Right, right.
Once we're done with it, then we'll be able to move forward to do other things. We're going to do the one here, and then I don't know what's going to happen next. Then we focus on the your event. We focus on the expo. The expo is going to be something that is going to it's going to be the thing. We don't know what's going to happen. We just know Daddy keeps sending people our way. Like, okay, I didn't expect that. Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Then there's some people that had the opportunity and blew it. It's not my problem. It's their problem. The last time I checked, I was the boss. So you don't want to hang with the boss? Okay. See ya.
Well, regardless, it's going to be a fabulous event. And, everyone will get a chance to see you in person and probably talk with you throughout the day. It's going to be great.
Yeah, just don't fucking come up to me asking me 100 questions.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear, how you doing, Smarty? Good to
Yeah,
see you
yeah.
in person, and then give you a hug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you start asking me all these questions, I'm gonna be like, bro, are you serious right now?
Yeah. You're going to be interacting with everyone. Now we do
Of
have
course.
we have a VIP thing on Sunday night. So everybody that's not VIP will exit the room and they'll just get a picture with you and the other speakers, but it's going to be like boom, 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 boom. We're going to have 300 VIP tickets, so we got to move them along.
Yeah, we gotta well, you and your team got to, well, we'll help too. I'll just say it again. We gotta create ads and
Yeah.
put pay for the little impressions and stuff like that. That way more and more people see it.
Yep.
I don't mind helping with that. Actually, I would love to help with that so that we get more and more people to show
Yeah.
up and see
Yeah.
all of the good speakers and
Yeah.
just be a part of something that's going to be an ongoing thing forever, like ever.
Right, right. And then of course we'll have the beach party on Sunday night. And that'll be more casual. So people will be able to buy you a drink or whatever. Gonna need a driver.
Right.
Yep.
Well, we I don't know if we can get barn fires going up that day too, but that'll be cool.
Oh, geez. Here we go. I'm gonna look into that.
All right, let's go. What's the next question?
Yeah. Okay, wanted to talk about Mexico and what's really going on there, and the same with Iran, so people understand it, okay? Like, there's a lot of fear out there, and of course, the news reports are not our friend. So, what's really happening behind the scenes in Mexico? Who's behind what?
Human trafficking. That's exactly what it is, and it's the cabal, the Satanism, the Satanist Israelis that covertly took over the U.S. That he was their supply chain for exactly what's being said. The babies, the adrenochrome, the Satanists. Um, they go out and they literally hunt down certain people, places, and things. Kidnap children, kill them. Do what they do. You got to keep in mind is that this has been happening for thousands and thousands of years. It's not just something that is new.
Popped up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something that is just new. The reason why you're seeing it more and more and more and more and more because this is a part of full disclosure, a part of cleaning it up, a part of healing the planet, and a part of ending that type of sorcery once and for all. The planet itself is a living body. It's a living entity, the planet itself. How do you think she feels about all this? So we want some of the first things, and I remember telling you and others that one of the first things was cleaning her and doing things for her before we can do all these other things. And she would always, take form and come kiss me on the forehead, and me and B would be like, "What the fuck?" I don't. so it's weird. Okay, it's weird. But she's a loving entity, and she doesn't want blood spilled the way that it has been anymore. So that's what she's getting. Daddy put us here to protect her and protect all of y'all that listen, all of y'all that make the right decisions, the right choices. So that's where we're at with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Mexico was basically not what we've been told. Well, there's a shocker there, right? Who's setting the fires? Who's, like we're hearing reports about gangs and how unsafe it is. And then, we saw that video you placed where the Israeli was saying, we wait until all that happens and we go in and buy up the land. And I'm like, there you go. There's so many things that they do.
A lot of it was fake also.
Yeah.
Because it was just for news.
Okay.
A lot of it was bullshit, and that's literally why. Because if you can get people to think these things, then they start to flee and sell.
Yeah.
Sell, and then you get these Satanists to go back in there and buy shit pennies on the dollar because nobody wants to buy it because of all the fear that with their media help induce.
Right.
So yeah, that's what they've been doing forever, like everywhere.
Okay. And the attack on Israel this morning or last night, I don't know when it actually happened. That is a real thing.
Hold on. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Daddy let it happen. And he's, there are ships, our ships in place where whatever he don't want happening, it won't happen. So the evidence of that is also coming out. Everything that I tell y'all, everything that I tell y'all is going to come out. There's no way around Daddy and I. I've been trying to say that forever.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know it's just like, there's so much distraction and deception, and okay, here's a question. What about Trump?
Well, we do know that there is a bad Trump. We do know there's a cabal. We do know that there's a good Trump. We do know that he was trying to do his thing, and we also know that Trump really don't matter. They're just using his image. The military, the so-called white hats, they say they're in charge. They claim they're in charge, but are they really? I mean, if that was the case, then why did Daddy have me remove the Satanists from their ranks this AM. You see what I'm saying? The Satanists, the racists, like y'all motherfuckers all need to go. And I don't give a fuck who don't like what I said.
Yeah.
You all need to go. If y'all not serving the people, no matter what skin color they are, no matter what background they come from, you got to go. And I'm the perfect one to do it. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daddies continue to give people chances. There are some with there are some within the family that do want to do the right thing, including the Rothschilds, including the Trumps, including all the hidden forces, the hidden hands. There are some that are jumping ship because they see what's happening. They know of me. They know they can't do shit no matter what they try. Everything that I get involved with is a part of my mission, and it's a part of them being eliminated. So their best bet is to cease and desist all of your nefarious activities, get right with daddy, and listen to what I tell you. Otherwise, I'll serve you up the way you've been serving children to your creator. And that's that.
All right. Yeah. And again, I'm always stunned that people actually believe politics matter anymore. It's the biggest distraction ever. Like, we fight among ourselves over who's the best and who's this and who's that. They're all doing the same thing.
Yeah, and the crazy part is dad showed us and warned us about all this shit.
Yeah.
Like we all know somewhere along the line Trump was switched out. Then you got daddy telling us and showing us that he was naked in the closet in Mar-a-Lago. So what the fuck happened? See what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like I keep saying, if none of this was supposed to happen, it wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
So focus on what daddy wants us to focus on. And right now, he wants everybody to focus on not doing shit and boycotting. And if you don't have the means to boycott or you can put the energy behind everybody else boycotting, because that's what I taught y'all to do. Remember Facebook Live back in the day? I was telling everybody, look, this is what's going to happen. You're going to find out about the children, all of the parents that lost their child. They're going to find out exactly what happened to them. And then now you're seeing exactly what happened to them. They even got fucking charts of torturing the children for a couple of years before they dispose of them. Okay, that was one group. Then the other group. Then the other group. They literally, handed them off. And then the end result was ground human meat. So it's a terrible thing that they've done here. And I told you already, the reason why they can do these type of things is because they are reptilian. They do not give a fuck about us. They eat us the way we eat chicken. The way you season your chicken, the way you season your beef, the way you do this and you do that, that's what they do to us. So you see, we literally all have to evolve from this shit. We have to change what we eat. I'm thankful that I'm by the sea. I can just eat fish all fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we all have to make a change, and it starts here. And we have made that change. I'm telling y'all, we have made that change. We have. We are on the other side of this. We are. And now that you know it, feel it and be there. Because the faster you know it and be there and get out of that oh, when is this and when is that and when is this and when is that, you're not going to be there. Because you're going to be in that when cycle of bullshit and worry about things that you have no control over. Because obviously dad is letting it happen. When he has me go out and do things, I don't give a fuck what he, she, her, who, I think about what the fuck I say or do. Daddy told me to do it. That means you need to shut the fuck up. Excuse my French. But I don't like say it that way, but that's just the gist of it. Like,
yeah.
Okay, daddy has me doing this. When you agree with it, you're all happy. But when you're not agreeing with it, then you're all like, lowering your vibration. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So be mindful of how you react to everything. Everything. And just know that daddy got us, he got all of us covered.
Right.
And when you vibrate that, when you know that shit like wholeheartedly, right? There's really nothing to worry about. Because you know that your life was already planned by dad. And when you throw away your free will and do his will, things just become so much clearer and better and just brighter. Free will was created so you can do all of your shit by yourself without him, because that's why he gave it to you. Source directives is you doing what he wants you to do because he planned your life already. That's why he knows everything. He knows everything, right?
Right.
So let's see how far you get with free will. And then when you don't get what you want, try turning to your creator and saying, okay, I'm all yours. Show me signs. What am I supposed to do? And then he'll show you. And then you just do it. And if I come along and say, hey, you got to do this and you got to do that, that's part of my source directives to tell you what the fuck daddy wants you to do. You have free will not to do it, but then the Jonah effect starts kicking in, and then you're like, fuck, I should have listened to him.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. But it is what it is. People need to learn that daddy's real. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to get you to do things that Smarty wants you to do. I'm going to get you to do things if you choose to that daddy wants you to do, and then you reap the benefits from it. You see that happening all the time.
Yes.
People just being shocked, like, oh shit, how did you know that was going to happen? I didn't. We just did what we were supposed to do, right? Right? Okay, well, that's the result. Okay. So much fun. So much fun.
Awesome.
But I'm looking forward to all of the new and improved Earth 2.0, 5.0, 2.10, whatever the fuck. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so ready to get past all this shit. You have no clue.
I kind of think we do. I mean, I know you've got a whole different workload than we do, but from, the people I've talked to the past few weeks, there's a lot of drama. People are tired and they're hanging in there, but they're tired and they just don't know what to believe hardly. You know what I mean? So one of my questions on the list is, when will we be shown that the dark ones are gone? Because we know a lot of these guys in social media, on the news, blah, 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 have already been gone. When are we going to see that they're actually not here anymore, that there's a placeholder in there for them, you know?
Well, that's a good question. I guess y'all better get to work then, huh?
Yep. Okay.
If energy tells matter what to do, and we know that if is not if, it's actually energy tells matter what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you put your energy into getting rid of them until you realize that they're gone. It's not going to happen for you, right? And I say it. I'm gonna give you an example. When I go outside to the store or when I go anywhere, I'm not looking for no dark person. I'm not looking for this or that. I'm going to do what I need to do, and everything around me is peaceful because that's where Smarty's at. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So since Smarty is at, everything's smooth, everything's peaceful. This person needs help. Love and light blankets. Everything's cool. This person's clearly a piece of shit. Hit that person. So that's what I do, and that's what I think of. I don't care about when. As a matter of fact, everybody needs to delete when. Because when you realize time doesn't exist and everything is now, when's never going to come for you. Does that even make sense to some of y'all? Because if we create our own reality and you keep asking when,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's always going to be in the future, never now. Never now.
and then that when never comes, just like that
Right.
dangling carrot that's in front of you that you
Yeah.
keep chasing, and all you literally have to do is relax. So delete when.
Beep. Okay.
Yeah. So it's all about mindset too. And I've been teaching y'all this over the years, where you got two individuals sitting next to each other. One person sees nothing but fucking thunderstorms, chaos, police every fucking where harassing people, and then the other person sees beautiful butterflies, rainbows, and sunny days, birds chirping, and they're sitting right next to each other. It's all about mindset. Keep yourself high vibration. Stop asking when because it's literally that simple. You can stay here or you can stay there. Choose. It's not that hard. You know how to turn your fucking light switch off and on, don't you? Well, switch that off and on. Learn how to. When you feel like when you're getting ready to talk to somebody that you know has always been problematic. Always, no matter what you say or do, this person's always got some negative shit to say and it irritates the fuck out of you. Right?
Yeah.
When you know that you're about to go talk to this individual, remember that switch. Because once you start talking to that individual and they start going sideways, because you know that is what they do, nope, not happening, not today. Then everything that they just said went like this and out that way.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, love you. Have a nice day. And go.
Yep.
There's people that I literally walk into a room, not recently, but I would walk into a room, know that they're this type, would hear everything that they said, and just disregarded the whole fucking thing and just kept it moving. Because that shit is not sticking on me. That I don't want that mojo. I don't want that fucking vibration. I'm way too busy to hear about your fucking problems or the problems that you're trying to create within the people or the family. Because
Yeah.
I had to experience lots of that shit within my own family. People were just like fucking going at each other for no fucking reason at all. So with that being said, if in fact that you're dealing with something or someone that you know for a fact is going to irritate the fuck out of you, stop, turn the switch, react totally different, out of your norm, get back to love and light and focus on other things and just let that shit go. Literally let it go. Because there's really no other way to do it other than not let it in. There are some other things that happened. I'll give you an example. You're on the phone waiting for fucking somebody to pick up the phone so you can take care of your business and take care of your stuff. And you got to get this out the way, because if you don't fucking get this out the way, if they don't pick it up, there's going to be so much problems, and I don't want to. Stop. Stop. Relax. Change the whole vibration. Okay. Normally this would piss me off, but right now I'm just going to wait for them to pick up the phone and then just take care of everything that I have to take care of. And if it don't happen today, I'll just call back when I'm supposed to, or I'll just call back and then get them then. That changes everything. Literally, that changes everything. And I know, because I had to deal with that type of stuff years ago. And now I know how to do it. Because of Daddy, B, and all of us combined working with each other, we know that our commands only take anywhere between 5 minutes to a half an hour to an hour to be fully manifested. Boom. So what would happen is, all right, I got to get this paperwork done. Computer just shit it. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I'll even say that. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Son of a bitch. But I don't put the energy behind it.
Right.
I know what it is now.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, fuck. Okay. All right, well, put it down, close it, hit it, walk away. Boom. I walk away. I start doing other things that Daddy wants me to do. Sometimes I wait a day. But most of the time is 30 minutes. 30 minutes, I come back, everything's brand new because I just hit it, open it up, complete what I was supposed to complete. Let me say this. That also has to deal with timing. So just because you want to get the shit done when you want to get it done, you have to realize that your creator doesn't want you to get it done at that time. So why would you get pissed off if you know this is happening for whatever reasons? Let it go, hit it, clear it, go do what you got to do, come back when Daddy directs you to, and then boom, there you have it. All right, now it's done. That's done. Okay, what next? I just gave y'all an entire scenario on what not to do and what to do.
That was perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. And we have a relaxed attitude. We feel happier and we still accomplish stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sue's been learning all this.
I was gonna say, are you talking to me? But I know he was. So
right.
Because I try to brute force everything,
Yeah, some things that Daddy wants done does need some brute force.
Yeah.
And then other things is just like, we want to get it done, and we just have to fall back and allow the process.
Yep.
Like Thursday, I was trying to get so much shit done where it didn't happen because I was like, okay, something ain't right. I had to clear everything up, clear everybody up, and then it got done. So you have to be mindful that this is the way the not only the darkness works, but it's also the way Daddy works. They do interfere with a lot of our shit. However, it also allows us to know what they're doing, see what they're doing, eliminate them, clear everything, and then come back at it later on. So that's the lesson for today. I'm out of here.
Okay. Thank you so much for all you do, for our updates, for throwing me under the bus.
I'll throw you under the boat later on if you want to.
Okay. And thank you, viewers, for the boycott and for all your support in every way that you have been.
Every way. Thank you all. Love y'all. Yeah. Love y'all. I do what I do for everybody, educate everybody, bring everybody to Dad. It's the only way. They say things like, the only way through the Father is through the Son, and that shit is super real. You know, I wouldn't know how to make this shit up, and I just wouldn't do that because that's the type of person that I am. So that being said, focus on Daddy, and I'm here to answer everybody's questions and help everybody because I love to do it, and I am who Daddy says I am. Period. There's no going around it. All right, well, we out of here. Love you guys, and see you on the next one.